Welcome to the Storybox Project for our summer theme. My name's Liz. This activity is a really simple activity. It's inspired by summer fruit and by a fruit salad. And it's an activity that really thinks about language, and it's a little game as well. So it's really fun, really easy to take part in. So to start the activity, I've got some pieces of fruit here, which I'm going to show you. I'm sure that you'll recognise them all. So the first one I'm going to show you is this, which obviously is a banana. There. The second one I'm going to show you is these. So I'll put them on my hand to show you. Put one in my hands there. If you recognise what they are, they're blueberries. The third one is this. I'm sure you recognise that as well. It's a kiwi. Then the really favourite summer fruit of mine. It's one of these, a strawberry. And last but not least, a little bit more exotic, more tropical, but still nice in a fruit salad, is a pineapple. So there are 5 fruit: banana, blueberries, a kiwi, strawberries and a pineapple. Now what I'm going to do, I've got all these fruit laid out on a tray here. You can just see, which is on my knee. And I'm not going to look at them, but I'm going to handle the fruit and I'm going to describe them to you based upon how they feel. And what I need you to do is to try and guess which of the fruit I'm talking about. So number 1, I'm giving it a little feel. It feels quite small. It's relatively smooth surface, but almost like there's dimples on the surface. Feels like it's not a regular shape. And like there's maybe a little stem or a leaf on the end of it, and it can easily fit in the palm of my hand. So that's the first one. What do you think that is? I'm not going to reveal it. I'm going to wait till the end to reveal them all. So the second one I've picked up, I've got in my hand. It feels totally different. It's more of an oval, a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. Feels like there's stalks at each end, and it's much more tough skin, and it feels quite spiky, almost hairy. So that's our second one. Can you guess what that is? Then our third one, I'm just going to move these around. So our third one, really small again, much smaller, the smallest ones, kind of like a little ball that I can roll between my fingers. It feels quite soft, quite juicy, like the skin is quite soft, as though you could bite straight into it. And there's not just one here, there's a couple of them all together. So that's our third one. Our fourth one, whoa, this is much heavier. It's got quite a rough skin. There's no way you could bite through that. You definitely need a knife to cut through it. And it's got leaves on it. The leaves are almost spiky. They almost feel like a cactus or something like that. And this one is not small at all. It's quite big. It almost covers the palms of both of my hands if I hold it. So maybe, can you have a think? Can you guess what that one might be? And as I said, I'm going to reveal them all at the end. And then the last one, I'm just reaching out to find it. There it is. So this one is much lighter, and it's not round at all. It's kind of long and thin, relatively thin. and it feels quite smooth on the surface, and it's as though there's a stalk at one end. So that's all of them. We've gone through them all, so can you figure out what that last one might be? So we're just going to recap. So the first one, we said it was small, kind of felt dimpled on the surface. It might have seeds on, might have a leaf on the end. The second one was oval shaped and almost hairy, quite small, could fit in the palm of my hand. The third one was really teeny, much the smallest one, only little, and I could fit a couple of them in the palm of my hand. Felt like you could eat it straight away. The third one was much bigger, went across the palms of two hands. Its leaves almost felt like a cactus. And then the final one was not round, it was more of an elongated shape. Felt like it was curved, and it was nice and light, but it was as long as two of my hands. So let's have a look at the first one. Strawberry, smooth with dimples, pretty small, got a leaf on the end. What other words would you use to describe that? And was there any words that I used to describe it that were surprising or unexpected? So that's our first one. I love strawberries. They're really taste of the summer for me. Then our second one was a kiwi, which is less popular, I think. Some people really like them. Sometimes they're a bit tangy, but we described it as being hairy, almost spiky skin, could fit in the palm of one hand. Again, is there anything unexpected about how I described that? Any way that you would use to describe that? Or what would you use that fruit for? How would you prepare it? What would you put it in? Then looking to the third one, which was blueberries. Oh, quite hard to show. There they are. There's one. And I described those as being small and round, much softer. They feel quite juicy. So are they something that you enjoy eating? And what words would you use to describe them? Did I miss anything out? Was there anything unexpected in the way that I described them? Then our penultimate one, the pineapple, of course, with its spiky leaves, almost like a cactus, very hard skin. Definitely need a knife to get into that one. It's big, like I said, fits across two palms, it's heavy. So how would you prepare that? How would you put it in a fruit salad? And what surprised you about the language that I used to describe the pineapple? Anything else that you would add? Anything that you think I missed out? And then last but not least, by a process of elimination, we've got the banana. Like a smile there. So we said it had a smooth skin, it was curved, I could feel the stalk at the end. So again, was there anything unexpected about how I described that? What would you do to prepare that? How would you put it in a fruit salad? Is it a fruit that you like eating, or maybe you don't like it at all? So that's the end. It's a really simple game to try at home, and it's really interesting to see what words you use to describe something when you can't see it, when you're having to use a different sense to express what you're handling to somebody else. That's the end of the activity. Thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. If you have a link below and follow the link below, you'll be able to access lots of other Storybox activities and find out about more of the things that we do. And if you click the button below, you'll also be able to subscribe, which means that you will receive updates whenever we upload a new Storybox activity. And finally, if you carry on watching, you'll be able to access other activities with a summer theme. Thank you for joining us. Bye.